Greetings viewers, this is Monty Maverick coming at you with another video. Today we're going to unbox and share some little bit of history with the Ultimate Gear Millennium puzzle from Yu-Gi-Oh! Now for those who aren't Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans, back in I want to say the early 2000s there was a TV show called, Yu-Gi-Oh! And in the show there were some Millennium items. The most iconic one was this one, the Millennium puzzle. Basically, it's a puzzle that after it's formed, it turns into a necklace or a pendant, really. And it was held by Yugi Moto, but what he did not understand at first, but after he solved the Millennium puzzle, that the puzzle was inhabited by the soul of a pharaoh, Pharaoh Atem, which, oddly enough, had a resemblance to Yugi Moto. Now to share some ancient history, in the show it's stated that 3,000 to 5,000 years ago, the Millennium pendant or puzzle, along with the other Millennium items, were forged in Kurl Amna by sacrificing 99 souls of the villagers. The items were created in order to protect Egypt from attackers. The pharaoh at the time, Akhenaten, and if I mispronounce these words, I do apologize, was given the pendant while 6 other priests were given the other 6 Millennium items. They include the necklace, the scale, the key, the ring, another type of necklace or ring actually, or pendant, the eye, and the rod or staff. And together, the priests and the pharaoh, they fought off attackers and saved Egypt. However, after the pharaoh became aware how the items were created, he fell ill and died shortly afterwards. And the pendant was inherited by his son, Pharaoh Atem, which is also known as the pharaoh that was hidden inside the Millennium puzzle, the one that had a strange resemblance towards Yugi Moto. And so the pendant was later stolen from a thief by the name of King Bakura, and used the other Millennium items to summon some demon by the name of Zork. And Atem defeated Zork at the cost of his own life, and he used the name as part of a spell that sealed Zork's soul and his own in a Millennium pendant, which was shattered and was laid to rest in his tomb. Atem's memory, including his name, was wiped so that he could not recall the spell to prevent the binding from ever being undone. And that was, I would say, near the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm talking about the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Not Yu-Gi-Oh! GX or 5Ds or whatever it's called nowadays. I kind of stopped watching after some time. So in the future, or in the 1960s, which this is based off of the show, of course, Solomon Moto retrieved the Millennium pendant, at this time it's called the Millennium puzzle, from the tomb of the nameless pharaoh, aka Atem. Over the years, no one was able to assemble the puzzle, and Solomon believed the puzzle was simply impossible. Solomon's grandson, Yugi Moto, found the puzzle in a game shop that Solomon was owned, and spent 8 years trying to solve it. And Solomon told his grandson to just give up. However, Yugi managed to solve the puzzle, and while under some pressure, but after solving it, his body bore host to part of Atem's soul, or known as Yami Yugi, or in other words, Dark Yugi. And I find it kind of odd whenever they were switching bodies on the show, just because I just find it very funny. Dark Yugi, or again, Atem, basically was a taller version of Yugi Moto, but and also with some blonde highlights in his hair. So in front of you, you can see Yugi Moto. This is what he looks like. And the pharaoh just basically looks like him with, I guess, angrier eyes, and with some yellow streaks in his hair. That was the biggest difference. Other than that, that was the main thing. That's the history of the Millennium puzzle. and of course the way how it was solved for the first time. Now I will add that later in the show it was broken again, but I guess because of Yukimoto's good memory, he was able to solve it pretty fast. But yeah, that became a huge staple within the show. Of course, for those who do know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually a card game, a game that I actually used to play a long time ago. But because so many rules changed now, that I just am just confused of how it's played nowadays. Basically, nowadays a player can summon so many monsters on the first turn, and do a lot of damage again on the first turn. Whereas I used to remember how you can just summon a normal creature that has no effects and just enjoy a game. Now it's all about, okay, how can I do the most damage in one turn and go? And it's just outstanding how some players do this. Especially I've seen videos of how people play the games, and the match is over within 5 minutes, if not less than that. So that is just incredible and boggles my mind. But it's still being played to this day, and it's quite popular. It's up there with Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. But that's all to the side. This right here, though, I'm here to, of course, share with you a little bit different than the Gundams and Zords have been building. So let's see how a change of pace is. So here, let's see the box. Like I said, there's Yukimoto. This is the Millennium puzzle, aka the Millennium pendant. So this shows here, I'll move the pieces from the runners, assemble the pieces, solve the puzzle. The most challenging 3D puzzle of the Millennium. Yeah, okay. I will say that personally, I am a big fan of little small puzzles, like the Rubik's Cube, for example. And I will say that sometimes I do need to go online and watch a YouTube video just to solve a Rubik's Cube, but it's kind of fun, not gonna lie. And I've had other puzzles I've solved too, so I find them kind of interesting, especially if they are quite difficult. So I'm hoping this would be the same. So I guess this actually shows all the contents. So the instruction manual, and this comes with 5 runners. So that's a bit interesting. They kind of show you what literally was inside the box, whereas many Gundam and Zord kits outside the box doesn't really show you all the runners spaced out like this. So that's a little bit interesting. So that's about it for the outside of the box. Now let's check out the inside of the box. So we got, looks like there is where the, rope or chain can go through, so you can actually hang this after you complete it. And there's the Millennium, I don't say eye, because again that's a Millennium item, but basically the main symbol of all Millennium items. This eye here. And here's some other pieces. More pieces. I'm actually looking forward to putting this together. I've read that after you assemble the pieces, that the puzzle itself is actually difficult. So I'm actually more excited to build this kit. And of course, the instruction manual right here. And just like the box, it shows you all the runners here. It shows you how to properly cut them, and just be careful, of course. And shows you right here, all spaced out, how to put the pieces together. And here shows all 33 pieces. I find kind of funny that on the bottom says, "Be careful not to lose any of the pieces you have assembled." Don't worry, I promise I won't. But here's an interesting part. You know the pieces, but it doesn't really show you how to solve the puzzle. Yeah, it doesn't show that. But maybe this one here, puzzle completion guide, a guide to completing the Millennium puzzle, and there's a QR code to show you that. So I may do that in case I can't solve it by myself. Oh yeah, it's right here. The solution to the puzzle is not included in these instructions. Be careful not to lose any pieces while you try to complete it. Alright, thank you for that. And that's about it for the contents of the box. Again, looking forward to building this. I will say that the previous Yu-Gi-Oh kit that I've actually reviewed is the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So be sure to check that out. I'll add a link down below. But yes, I'm actually looking forward to this. I know there's another Yu-Gi-Oh kit, and that is the Exodia Incarnate kit. So who knows? I may just pick that up one day. But until then, I want to see how this is. I also know there's another kit, which is the Millennium Sarcophagus, or box, really. No purpose of that is just to put these pieces in. And I'm sorry, but I checked it out, and there's only not that many pieces to put the box together. But the price of it, I'm not saying is unreasonable, but you're just putting a few pieces together, like literally a few pieces together, and you're putting that price down. So at that point, you're just spending for the name, really. That's all you're really doing. And I think I checked it out. The box is, again, I want to say 40, maybe 45. And most kits are around that. But again, like I said, just for several pieces, was the why have that price? But that's just me. I'll also add that link down below. But until next time, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for more video updates. My social links are down below. There are 2 videos here. One's the most recent and one that YouTube picked out. So again, thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on building.